It's meteorologist Tim Root with your KLEK 102.5 forecast. Gusty winds from the northwest today, up to about 25 miles per hour. It'll be partly to mostly sunny in the low 50s. Partly to mostly clear overnight, about 32, 33 with diminishing winds. The weekend right now looks mostly sunny to partly sunny. Temperatures will range from 50 to 55 Saturday, 55 to 60 Sunday. And Saturday night, mostly clear skies in the mid to upper 30s. Jonesboro, that's your KLEK 102.5 FM weather.
From Feature Story News, I'm Natalie Powell with your latest world news. There have been multiple deaths in New Zealand following what's being described as extremist right-wing terror attacks at two mosques in Christchurch. A man in his 20s has been charged with murder. 2 other men and a woman have been detained. North Korea is reportedly threatening to end nuclear talks with the United States and return to weapons testing. And the United States is suing German carmaker Volkswagen, citing massive fraud in the diesel emissions scandal.
It's 9:01.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, and I have a table full of special guests with me here today. I have 2 individuals, Miss Amanda McDaniel and Miss Tara Thompson from A-State Alumni Association, yay, that I'm now part of. Yes. And we have some lovely young men, some very handsome young men from the A-State Rugby team. We have Mr. Justin Franzese. I'm so sorry. I'm going to get that right. Mr. John Scotty and Mr. Zach Beasley, all the way from across the ocean from England. But I'm going to let them tell you more about themselves. We're going to start with Mr. Justin. So tell us, where you're from, what your classification is, and what brought you to A-State and why rugby?
So I'm a freshman from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. My major is interdisciplinary studies, and I started playing rugby my freshman year in high school, and I knew I wanted to be a college athlete, and I wanted to sign. Signing on signing day was something that meant a lot to me, and the name and the reputation of Arkansas State's rugby team is what brought me here, and the scholarship opportunity, and Coach White reaching out, and it was nice.
That's really awesome that even though you're from so far away, that you felt the love that we have here in Arkansas and decided to come on and join us. Thank you. All right, Mr. John.
My name is John Scotty. I'm from Daytona Beach, Florida.
Right.
I'm a political science major. Ooh. And I didn't start playing rugby until my junior year of high school. One of my football teammates, his football was life for me, and one of my teammates got me out, and he was like, there's no pads, but we still hit just as hard.
Wow.
So it was something I was interested in, and I started playing, and I fell in love with it. I wanted to go, play college sports, so I didn't have any football offers.
Okay.
And actually someone that I played against, he was planning on coming up here. He was a year ahead of me, Brock Roper, and his dad, Steve Roper, told me about the program, and said we got one of the top 5 rugby programs in the country. So I looked into it, went to a camp, and got hooked up with the coach, and then
here you are.
Here I am in Jonesboro, Arkansas.
You left all that beautiful sunshine in Florida.
Yeah, but, Florida doesn't have the kind of rugby programs that we have here in Jonesboro. So.
All right, so maybe if they see they're losing some students, they might step it up. Oh, we're happy to have you at Arkansas State University. All right, and Mr. Zach.
Yeah, so my name is Zach Beasley. I'm from the southeast coast of England, from a county called Suffolk. I'm a freshman, and my major is also interdisciplinary studies.
So what brought you across, first of all, to the United States and then to Arkansas State University?
Well, probably to the United States was that in English rugby there's quite a lot of snobbery. It's what school you go to, how you speak, what family you are. Oh. And so I looked at America and I thought, like if you're good enough, you play in America. It's like not about where you're from, like what school you go to or anything like that.
Wow, so there's like this class distinction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they say there's not, but there is.
There is. Okay. And if you at your age can recognize there's some distinction, then yeah, it's obvious. It's there. It's present. All right. And so, why rugby? Had you always played rugby? High school, junior high, elementary?
Yeah, I've been playing rugby since I was 6.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it started with tag rugby, if you know what that is. Then when you get to 10, you start contact.
Okay.
And just build off contact from there.
Okay. So did you feel that you had maybe, I don't want to say upper hand, but a little bit more experience than some of the other ones coming in that have never played rugby before?
I guess a little bit, but that's just because I've been playing it longer than I guess. But
Okay.
I wouldn't say that makes me better than anybody.
Okay,
at all.
awesome. So let's get into some of the team dynamics. Walk us through a typical practice day. How does the coach lay down the hammer on y'all?
So it really depends on the day and like how we did that weekend and what we did wrong, what needs improvement. So if coach looks back at the game film and sees that people were lazy and not working hard and it looks like we're out of shape, like coming into that practice on Monday, I was about to say on the line, and we're about to get a good cardio session in.
Oh goodness.
It's usually just start with warm-ups, then we go through structure, and then the structure drills. It's week to week what we need to work on, what he thinks is best for the team.
So do you feel transitioning from high school to college, your workout regimen is different or harder or more intense? Were you prepared for the workouts that you're doing now?
It's a lot more intense when you say. And like high school, and he prepared us for it. He gave us a summer workout program, which kind of got everybody like their bodies in shape and started rolling on the process. But yeah, it's a lot more intense. Like high school, I was only practicing 2 days a week, and then here we're 5 days a week, between 3 and 5 days in the morning in the weight room.
Oh wow! And does the coach have you all out there in the heat in the summer? Like you're out?
Yeah.
Oh wow! So no covered stadium, nothing of that nature.
But I think you appreciate the heat when we practice out in the 30-degree weather.
Oh okay.
Yeah,
So you all practice year round?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That shows your dedication and determination.
You're from Florida too, so
I
it's
don't
not a
know.
big deal.
Right. But I bet our winters to you can be kind of brutal.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
And what about you, Mr. Zach? With the climate change from England to here, what has it been like for you?
I mean, it was nice. Like rock up Memphis Airport, get a nice tan within the day. Hair bleachers. That's a big change from overcast most days and like highest 25 degrees Celsius. Celsius, that is.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nice. Shorts every day, flip flops.
Okay.
T-shirts.
So you've been really enjoying this weather.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, then the winter rocked up and it was kind of like, God, this is worse than England.
Pretty extreme here.
Yeah. It was like both extremes, but
Welcome to the South. You never know what you're gonna get. Just this week alone, we've had sweater weathers, windbreaker weather, short sleeve weather, and raincoat weather like in 1 week.
Weather view's on shuffle.
Yeah. Yes, it is on shuffle.
I want to say good morning to a few people. Mr. Adrian Everett from Arkansas State, Miss Alexa Scott, and Miss Sarah Ponder Kelly. Thank you all for tuning in. Please share this video and leave some comments, some encouraging words for these young gentlemen as they get ready for spring break and then they finish out the rest of the semester. So let's talk about the sport within itself and the support you all get from the community and from the other students. Do you feel that you can use more support?
Definitely.
You can always use more support.
Oh, okay.
But we do have a good amount of, I'd feel just like whenever I'm out, whether I'm out getting something to eat or like getting groceries or something, and I have my rugby stuff on, people like, every time I'm out with it, they recognize it and like point it out.
That's awesome. Do people want to take pictures? Or the ladies? I had to go. Sorry, I had to go there. Do they look at sport athletes and like, ooh,
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't really know what we do.
Okay.
Like Rugby, I've heard of that. You guys are tough, but I don't really understand the game at all. And that's when we're always like, yeah, come out and watch it. You gotta watch it to understand it.
There's a comedian on Facebook. Well, he's not just on Facebook. His name is Josh Prey. And he does these videos, 5 things, whatever. And so he did a video about rugby, and now he's all into, you know, these different teams. And but mainly, I guess the ones he was highlighting were college and beyond. College and beyond. And so anyway, he said it's more intense. Like he went out and tried to play with some people. It's way more intense than what people think. So tell us, like, I'm not familiar with the game at all, so kind of help us understand what rugby involves. I see, I'm looking at some of your pictures and videos. You have no pads, like you're in shorts and short sleeve shirts, and so
you're only allowed to wear a mouthpiece and this thing called a scrum cap, which is the scrum cap mainly just prevents cauliflower ear from like your ears rubbing together all the time for the forwards.
It's just a thin padding. I wear one personally just because I like split my head playing rugby before I wore one, just like going head to head with someone.
Oh my!
I had it like almost to my skull.
If you ever go out to a game, the first time I went to one, the noise, like when they're hitting each other, is like, it's football without pads.
Ooh.
I mean, it is hardcore, serious contact. These guys are great athletes.
With that though, we do have like a quarter of the injuries the football team does, and less than half of the concussions as well, just because there's a lot. We don't have helmets and shoulder pads to use as weapons, and our bodies are under a lot more control in the contact area because it's a lot more regulated.
Oh wow. Okay. I was going to ask you, how are there less injuries? But okay, thank you for explaining that. And I see that some people do have on something around their knees. Is it a pad or just kind of like a compression?
The tape for forwards.
Yeah, so the forwards have like, some of them wear tape around their like lower thigh.
Okay.
So in the line out, which is like when the ball goes up play, it's like to get the play started, and they throw it in and they lift up people into the air.
Grip?
Yeah.
It's
It's basically so like it helps you lift them higher because it's a stop.
Okay, that's
I never
awesome.
knew that. See, we're being educated.
And so, what is a typical season for you for gameplay? You know, what month to what month?
We basically play year-round. We've got a fall season, a spring season, and then summer sevens, which is the same thing as like it's the same rules except summer it's 7 people on a team per side instead of 15.
Oh, there's 15 people on the field at one time. I mean, for each team.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh wow! And so, with some people still confuse rugby with football, or still call it. Now in England, other places it's still called football. Is it called football?
We don't have American football.
Okay, so
it's just America that has American football. We have football to us is soccer.
Soccer. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the difference. All right, so with rugby, do people still ask you, what do you do, or do they not view rugby on the level with say football and basketball and baseball? Like, do they still kind of?
Yeah, they definitely don't view it at the same level just because like nobody really knows what it is.
Okay.
I mean, they've heard of it, but nobody knows what we're actually doing. So, and I think just like the lack of coverage and the lack of like it being shown on TV. Like we just now have gotten a professional league in America called the MLR, Major League Rugby.
Okay.
And so that's just now coming up. There's new teams. I think there's 9 teams right now in the country. So those are starting to like get shown on TV. And I think with the expansion of that, it's really going to grow the game a lot in the country.
So with the major leagues now starting, do you all see yourselves transitioning, even though you have a career path kind of laid out, do you see yourself maybe kind of transitioning into the major leagues or continuing on the career path that you're on with your majors?
Yeah, I mean, when we went to Clemson and played Clemson, there were 2 coaches for the teams were at that Clemson game, and they talked to some of us after the game, just like talking about how they're building up their teams. One was from an Atlanta team and one was a Washington D.C. team.
Okay.
So the head coaches from those teams were there, just trying to say like we're looking for players to come join us, and a lot of overseas guys like from England and France and Australia and everything are coming here to play in our professional league as well.
So are they actually trying to recruit for the majors, like recruit college level, like are they recruiting you even at your sophomore, junior years?
I don't know about that, but there's a guy who plays for Glendale Raptors who, what was his name again? He graduated from here. He went there straight out of school, didn't he?
Yeah, he wasn't here when I was here. I know we have two guys, Zinzan and Sione, who I played with a little bit last year.
Okay.
They played for the Austin team in Texas.
So, if you join the majors, if they discuss whether you can finish your degree, because that's a major accomplishment also within itself. And yes, the major leagues can offer more, exposure, money, and all that good stuff. However, having an educational background is important. I'm not trying to be your mom, and I know I know your moms probably have a lot to say about different things, but will they allow you, or will there be a time for you to finish your degree?
I think that's more the expectation, is that you finish your college degree first, and then once you're finished, then you'll go to the majors.
That is awesome. All right, you tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, and we're speaking with members from the A-State rugby team. They will love your support. So tell people when the next game is, or how many games do you have left in this season?
So we've got one home game left against Davenport, March 30th.
Okay.
And then after that, it's playoffs.
And then where are your games usually held?
Well, this one is a home game on March 30th, so that's at Kurt Huckabee Field. And if you know where like the track is at A-State and the soccer field, it's just on that same road, but past that in the back.
All right, so Jonesboro, surrounding areas, this is your opportunity to go out and support your A-State rugby team. You may not know what the sport is all about, but I promise you'll have a good time. I watch it on TV every now and then, clips. I don't watch a full game, I'm sorry. But I do enjoy what I do see. It's intense, I must say. And bless you all for playing with no pads, no special equipment, except for you wear cleats on the field.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, are your cleats different from football or baseball cleats, or they?
Yeah, they're very different.
Very different. Okay. All right. And so, even though the event has already passed, an event that you all take part in, bubbles and bingo.
Yep.
And so, do you do any fundraising though leading up to that, or just that day of is the actual fundraising day?
So I'm pretty sure the way it works is you buy seats. You can buy seats or a table for the fundraiser.
Okay.
And then while you're there, they auction off baskets and stuff. So you can make an initial contribution, and then once you show up, you can make additional contributions if you feel so inclined.
And people can give at any time.
Yes,
For
anytime,
A-State
year round.
All right.
You
So.
can go to our website and make a gift.
And then tell people why you all need support, financial support from the community. You all don't get as much, I don't want to say financial support like the basketball and football teams do. So tell people, how they can help.
Well, rugby is not endorsed by the NCAA nationwide. As they mentioned, it's a new sport for America, really. So the NCAA doesn't support it necessarily. So it's a club sport, considered a club sport. So that's why they're on a completely different budget scale than any of our other sports. And there's a couple of other sports that we have that are in the same category.
Softball, girls softball is considered a club sport as well. So
that's why we try to do what we can.
Right, because the budgets are also, they're very small for club sports. That they're not very much. But I will say that athletics is a very good friend to the rugby team. They do let them use the facilities, and I think they give you a trainer for the season sometimes.
Yeah, we have a trainer. We don't currently have one because we're looking for a new one. But yeah, we have access to a trainer, a weight room.
Right. Yeah.
They're
They're a good friend to the rugby club, so they work well together.
All right. But still, we need the community to support the rugby team. They're going out there busting their butts in class and on the field. And from what I can see, they're great guys. What are the team dynamics like? When you came onto the team, do you feel like you made some new brothers? Made some new build some new relationships. You have this camaraderie with each other that you look out for each other as well.
Yeah, I'd say as soon as you get here, like, you're gonna make friends. Like, if you don't make friends, something's wrong.
Okay.
Like, something's wrong with you. Like, because everyone's like welcoming and like, well, we're gonna be playing together for like the next 2 to 4 years.
Okay.
So we're gonna get along.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just team events and just bonding. Just makes us basically one step below brothers, I guess.
All right.
When I first came in, I was expecting like for it to be a little rough, for there to be some hazing, and I'm a freshman. But I came in and it was just like some of the most supportive, welcoming guys I've ever met. Like it felt like as soon as I got here, there was no awkwardness. As soon as I got here, as soon as I came to the first practice, I had 50 close friends and 50 guys who, if I needed something, I could call in without question.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
what about
definitely,
you?
We're all in the same boat. I mean, nobody's from Arkansas on our team.
Okay.
We're all from different states.
Nobody's from Arkansas.
No, we don't have any native Arkansas people on the team. So everyone's from different states, and probably like half the team is from a different country, whether it be like England or France, Australia,
Zimbabwe.
A lot of different countries in Africa. Yeah.
So I'm sure there were some cultural differences to work through as well. Not that cultural differences, as in people had different regimens or different approaches to how they do things, and so was it a big transition for all of you to kind of get used to each other so you wouldn't offend the other person based on where they were from?
I don't think that's really even a problem with us, honestly. I mean, everybody clicks pretty well. I think the biggest thing to pick up on is just like different lingo and different terms, especially like with the foreigners and maybe their accents. A lot of times you can't understand what they're saying. So.
All right, we're going to put a pause right there. We're going to take a quick break. Again, you tune in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. When we come back, we'll bring in Miss Amanda and Miss Tara and talk about the A-State Alumni Association. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Do you have sky-high expectations about your time with your teens or young adult kids during the holidays? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. When our older kids are home for the holidays, it's easy to get excited about having everyone together. But our high expectations can sometimes lead to disappointments if not managed well. So here are a couple of things to keep in mind. First, realize that your older kids are getting more accustomed to managing their life. So give them some space, avoid instruction, and just enjoy being with them. Second, know that they may want to spend some time with friends also. So let them know up front the things you want to do with them. For more things to remember when your kids are at home for the holidays, visit my blog at markmerrill.com. Remember, your family first.
The Family Minute, helping families love well.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
Family Minute is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a non-profit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Meineke of Jonesboro is now Starks Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and vehicle maintenance center offering engine and transmission repair, brake service, tires, oil changes, and more, performed by ASE certified mechanics. Starks Auto Service, 2813 South Caraway Road in Jonesboro, 870-204-7112. Starks Auto Service, Jonesboro.com.
House of Details, located at 3915 East Highland in Jonesboro, is a proud supporter of KLEK, offering detailing on any type of vehicle: basic wash, hand wash, shampoo, interior cleaning, waxing, buffering, headlight restoration, pickup, delivery, and more, with the motto of anything mean we can clean. Details at 870-273-5187. House of Details on Facebook and at klekfm.org.
The Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated presents our Sonia D. Williams Scholarship Breakfast, Saturday, March 30th at 9 a.m. at the Arkansas State University Spring River Room in the Student Union. The Scholarship Breakfast will recognize the winners of the Sonia D. Williams Scholarship, which is given each year to deserving African American high school seniors in the area. The featured speaker is Arkansas State Coordinator for Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, Miss Deborah Bland. The theme is Oh, the Places You Will Go. A full breakfast meal will be served. Ticket and other information is available at www.jonesboroalumnidst.org or from any member of the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Experience the Joy with Bishop Adrian R. Rogers, pastor of Fullness of Joy Church, 2120 Thorn Street, Jonesboro, Arkansas, 72401. Wednesday night, Word and Worship, 7 p.m. Prayer Thursday night at 7 p.m. Sunday School, 9:30 a.m. Sunday morning worship, 11 o'clock a.m. And our Sunday night live service at 7 p.m.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Kabila Jones, and my special guests today are members from the rugby team, Mr. Justin, John, and Zach. And we have Miss Amanda and Miss Tara from the Arkansas State Alumni Association, or A-State. How are y'all doing?
Great. How are you?
All right. And so we're going to jump into some information about the A-State alums and things that are coming up, and as we wrap up, we bring the young men back on. So, so let's jump right into what's going on at A-State alum.
Well, there's always something going on, for sure. We're busy over there we have 5 people on staff, and we're always doing something.
Always doing something.
Always doing something. Yes.
I got an email that there's an event, like a meet and greet mixer kind of event coming up. May have already passed.
We had one this week.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm. We had that this week. That was in partnership with our Career Services department, and they had a panel of alumni who were talking about their professions to students.
Okay.
So like little question and answer session for the students so they can get more information from people who actually work in the field.
So what was the student turnout like?
There was about 20 students that participated. You asked for RSVP, and I think that morning there was one that had officially responded, but then about 20 showed up, and about 4 or 5 people on the panel that answered lots of questions. Yeah. So it was a great networking session too for them.
Okay. Yeah. And so one thing that we talked about when you were here before, and I really hope to get my hands on one, the coveted A-State license plate, the alumni license plate. And so you all have a scholarship though for alums that purchase the license plate. Funds go into a fund, and you award that to some very lucky high school students. So it's called License to How. So tell us more about that program.
Sure, and hopefully our license plate will pop back in the room in a minute. So this scholarship has been such a fun experience personally for myself, but there are members of our committee that review applications. We're in License to How season currently. Okay. I have distributed about 3/4 of those scholarships, so we'll make our announcement the week after spring break.
And so how many have you?
There will be a total of 7.
7, that's awesome.
And those are all funded through the purchase of the license plate. So if you see the license plate around town on vehicles, that's not just to show your PAC pride for the university, but that's also to directly support students. And it is a scholarship valued at $5,000 a year, which is a $20,000 scholarship. And that's all from the purchase of the plate. The additional fee to the revenue office is $35, and $25 goes directly to the scholarship. $10 basically goes to cover the plate. The Alumni Association just oversees that scholarship. And we have a committee of board members that reviews applications. And this year we opened it up to the scholarship portal. In the past, they had to do a separate scholarship application. So this year we opened it up, and we had about 360 students that qualified for that scholarship. and it's very difficult sometimes to narrow down to those students who we feel are worthy. One of our strongest criteria is the leadership. Component. We're really looking for students that are involved while they're in high school. We're not looking for the highest ACT or the highest GPA. That's not what it's about. It's truly about being a well-rounded individual that supports their community, but has held leadership positions, whether it be in the community or in school-sponsored activities. So it's really an amazing experience to see the difference that this scholarship makes to students, and we are awarding them all over the state, not just in this area. We're going all over, so it will be interesting to see who those recipients are.
I think it's interesting. Tara and I were talking about the people that have been recipients, what they actually do when they get to a state. It's really interesting to see you weed through all of these candidates for the scholarship, have to narrow it down, and they get chosen. But if you look back at them, what they've done while they were a state, you really chose the right people. So they become SGA presidents. They are leaders on campus and in the community.
So they continue that service on throughout. It's not just, I did what I had to do to get the scholarship, and then I'm here, and then that's it. They continue that.
They truly have the values of a leader. They want to participate and be a leader on campus as well.
Which is so encouraging. I mean, and probably speaking for these young men too, when they go out into the real world after, that degree is obtained, they're going to represent well, and they're going to be leaders in the community. They're going to be your wonderful neighbors and your fellow taxpayers. So it's really encouraging to see what they are bringing to the table. So it's quite a fun experience for sure.
And that's my push. I'm studying to become a certified life coach, and my focus will be with the youth population, encouraging advocacy and leadership, because I want to be for them what I didn't have growing up. I want to encourage them that they can be leaders now, and what they do now matters, and will carry over with them into their adult life. It's time. We need a lot more productive young people.
Yes, if you start with service when you're young, and I think a lot of times if you have a mentor or your parents, if they kind of have that in their culture, I mean, you will continue to be of service to people. And it's not necessarily the person that's the president of the organization. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that are leaders.
Yes, people that create programs, initiatives, campaigns, or whatnot, and they're the behind the scenes people. I went to a summit a couple weeks ago, and we talked about team development. And so a team needs all different type of people to work. There's always going to be one person out front, but there's several people behind the scenes making some things happen. That doesn't take away their leadership status just because they're not out front.
So if anyone's interested in purchasing this license plate to help promote our leaders at A-State, they can go to their local revenue office. They should have some on hand. And they just request for the license to or the Arkansas State plate.
Okay, so get the Arkansas State plate.
We have a link on our website also that will direct them, and you can also do that online.
So I was going to ask you that for people who like to register, do everything online and avoid the lines. Can they get everything, and will it be mailed to them? Or
Yes, I believe so.
Okay,
but that's all handled. We don't sell that. That's all purchased through the Department of Revenue.
Okay,
Finance and Administration.
So anyone in Jonesboro, contact your local revenue. We call it the revenue office. Some people call it DMV out in other places.
I've purchased 3.
Purchased 3. Okay. Get one for yourself, your family, your spouse, or whoever else.
You're supporting students in the future.
That's
for sure.
Right. All right. And so aside from that, you have other fundraising and different events happening. And so coming up in April, you have Alumni Day at the races.
Yes. This is our second year to do it.
Okay.
And it's at Oaklawn in Hot Springs. It's Saturday, April the 6th.
Okay.
And it's so much fun. We have special seating in the Jockey Club, which is climate controlled, which was great last year because it was cold and it was a weird April sleet and snow day.
Yeah.
We were talking about weather on shuffle in Arkansas. That's what it was. So it's very nice to be climate controlled in there, but we all sit together in the Jockey Club, and it's just a lot of fun. The camaraderie's there, and of course everybody's betting on different races, and for me personally, I'm not betting big money. It's like a couple bucks on each race, but it's still fun.
Okay.
It's still fun, and so it's great. And so with your ticket, the tickets are $50, but that includes your seating all day in the Jockey Club.
Okay.
You also get the racing program, and in addition, the buffet while you're there, which is set up
which
the
is
whole time.
outstanding.
And it is really, 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 really good.
Great variety.
Yes, great variety. Yes, it's fantastic. And then we also have our good friends at Centennial Bank, which they are sponsoring special beverages for us. This is a limited quantity, but if you get there early, they will be providing some special beverages for you. So we appreciate their support as always. They're a great partner to the Alumni Association.
Is it a custom mix? That's why you say special? Like,
just a select,
it's just
a couple of select choices.
It's just a select. Yes. Okay. I'm trying to be
okay.
Yes. and it's just a lot of fun to gather with people from all over the state.
Yes.
You know, some of us are from Northeast Arkansas, but we have alums all over. Half of our alumni population, over half, are from Arkansas, and so they're in all parts of the state. So they will come together. We'll see people that are from even Louisiana and South Arkansas,
from Texas that came over from Dallas and Texarkana and different
for this
areas,
event,
just for that event. So. And if you've never been to the horse races before, this is a great opportunity to do it and kind of check it out.
Do it first class.
Do it first class in the Jockey Club. So it is nice. And you can come and go too. Like if you want to go down, like the weather was not good last year, so they typically have the infield open where you can go down there, but it was closed because the weather was so bad. But we're hopeful that the weather will be good this year where that will be open, so you can come and go and. If you have access to the Jockey Club all day and your seats and everything.
And you can go and can see the horses before they race. They walk them through.
Yes.
So if you're not familiar with that process, the jockeys will walk them through, and you're able to see, what they look like on that day. And this year,
what's going to be fun this year is we're going to have one of the races that day named after us.
Oh.
It's going to be the A-State Alumni. The A-State Alumni Cup is what they're going to call it. So.
That's big time.
It is. And then we will be able to put representatives from our group on the track when whichever horse wins that race. We'll have a photo op. So there'll be probably a special way we'll choose at the event who does that, because we do use there'll be door prizes while you're there. We utilize our mobile app. So we'll send out like a little push notification while you're at the event and just say the first person that comes in finds Tara and gives her their, losing ticket for the last race or whatever. And you get a door prize. So that's fun too.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And so let's talk about the attire. When I think going to the horse races, I think, for the ladies, nice, pretty dresses and the hats
and everything, yes. The Jockey Club does have a dress code. Now, if you're just out in the regular areas, there is no dress code, but they do have a dress code there. Men have to wear a jacket.
Okay.
The dress code's loosened a little bit to where women can wear like dark denim jeans, so you can do that if you want to.
Okay.
But you can, other than that, you can do pretty much whatever you want. But no ripped jeans, no shorts, no, not anything like that. So.
But why not go ahead and just get all classy up? Just
wear that duck derby hat.
Yes. Yes. Well, especially because you can sit inside. So regardless of the weather, you don't have to. You've got your own seat and you're in there. So.
Break out your cute little open-toe shoes, ladies.
Yes, yes. And the crew at Oaklawn is fantastic to work with. They take really good care of us. They've been excellent to work with, too. So.
That's awesome. And so I know some time has passed since you were here last, and you had the Bubbles and Mingo.
We did.
And so that's just another event that you all partnered with the rugby team on, which is a fundraiser. I saw pictures. I was very much in my feelings because I need to go because I had another thing going on.
You really need to come next year.
Missed out on fun.
It is.
I'm going to have to clear my schedule like nothing else is happening.
Yes, yes. Well, we'll do it again next year, so be ready for it. Be ready for it. But yeah, it was great, and thank you to these guys because we're doing it for them. It's to benefit them, but we couldn't do it without their help, and they are so wonderful to volunteer, and they're so, as you can tell, well spoken. Yes. And it's just a fun ladies only event. It's just fun to get up on.
Ladies only?
It's ladies only. Yes, ladies only. Brunch and mimosas and bingo.
And they get to interact with these cute young men.
They do.
And they get to learn, what they're studying, where they're from, what they're about, and learning the sport. I mean, there's a lot of knowledge I think that needs to take place so that people understand what rugby's all about.
Yes.
And I think this is a great way for us to spotlight this group and to show the world that they're hardworking, tough guys.
Yes. And even though it's the ladies only, ladies come get the knowledge, they take it back to their husband, their spouse, or whoever.
That's right.
And then they
To
get
come
the money
cheer.
to come. Then they get the money to come.
Yes, it is a lot of fun, and we raised over $17,000 for them this year. It's just our second year of the event.
That's big.
That's awesome.
It was a great event. We had the Vicky McGee band played music, and she was fantastic as always. We had celebrity bingo callers. And it was a lot of fun. Silent auction. It was great.
So did you guys get to actually play bingo, or you were just serving, or?
We were going around. There was some guys were posted up at the door, greeting people, and then there were people who were walking around in like rugby uniforms, waiting tables, filling drinks.
Yes.
And they also helped with selling cards. We would sell extra bingo cards so that people could, participate and support through that.
So I'm putting on my calendar. You have a date set again for next year?
Yes, let me
So January 18th or she's gonna pull it up.
Yeah.
So you can reserve your
I'm
date.
No shows, no nothing.
Saturday, January 18th.
All right.
10 a.m. to 12 noon. At the Cooper Alumni Center. Just be looking for that to come out.
All right. But in the meantime, get ready to go to Oaklawn.
Yes.
And what is I'm trying to pull up the address.
2600? Or are you talking about Hot Springs?
Are you talking about for tickets?
Well, it's in Hot Springs.
It's in Hot Springs.
I was trying to look for the actual address, but if anyone is interested, I posted the link to the A-State Alum website in our Facebook feed, but it's www.astatealumni.org. You can go and find all information there.
And I'll tell you another easy way to learn about our events is to join the Alumni Association.
That's right.
And you don't necessarily have to be an alumni to join.
You can be a friend of
the university. Friend and just want to know about our events and participate. So if you will join, it's just a fee of $36 a year. For individuals, unless they're new grads. We have a prorated rate for new graduates within up to 5 years. But if you will join, we have a joint membership also for spouses, which would be a $48 for a couple for the year. But basically, you'll get firsthand knowledge of all of our events. You will be on a special email serve list where we will send you all of those updates, so you don't have to constantly be looking for it. So that's just a real easy way to be in the loop.
And you also get a lot of benefits along with the membership too. As an example, if you're coming to Hot Springs for the horse races, we have one of our benefits partners is called Hotel Storm, and it's an online booking system for hotels. And so you can just go in there and type Hot Springs, and it'll find you a discounted rate on a hotel in Hot Springs for that weekend.
Lots of benefits to becoming a member of the Alumni Association.
I've been checking out the app. We have a Facebook shout out from Carrie Perkins. She says, "Hi, Johnny."
Okay.
Hi.
Johnny has a fan.
You have a fan. But I have been checking out the benefits, and there's, a tab for on and off campus, and then out and about. So if you're outside of Jonesboro, there are things that you can take advantage of.
Sure.
I've been definitely checking my app, and I get the emails almost daily, I want to say, or whenever something comes out, I get the emails. And hopefully I get to the point I can join take part in the brick offer. There's so many other things that you can become involved in when you become an alumni.
Let me throw this in there. The brick pavers that we have at the Alumni Center, those are $100 each. And as graduation is approaching, that is an excellent graduation gift for someone. If you're just like, I don't know what to get them, they're graduating college, what do I do? You can buy a brick for them and engrave it, and it's something that is there forever for them. Anytime they come back to campus, they can go find their brick, and it's a lasting legacy there.
And then you can get a replica brick as well. So one will be on campus, and you can keep one at home.
That's right.
So why not? I mean, you put thousands of dollars into your education, so you might as well.
You deserve a brick.
Yes.
Leave your name. Leave something behind.
That's right. That's right.
Oh my goodness. All right. So we're getting close to our break, but I want to try to get some more information in. So what else? Because there's an event tab in the app.
Yes.
So again, if you have Apple or Android, or you can go to your app store, download the app, and once you get your, I don't know how. Tell me how the process works, because I had to contact someone and they did something through
release it.
Yes, and so then I was able to plug in my personal information, and it recognized me. So how does that process work?
Well, when you download the app, you can sign in with your information, and it should pop in there, your information. But keep in mind that if you have a legal name versus the name you go by, you got to put in what would be like with the registrar's office.
Okay.
Like you have to put it in that format. Okay. So sometimes if you have trouble, it's because maybe you're just putting in the wrong name.
The nickname or middle name.
Right. But if you have any trouble with it, all you have to do is just call our office, and we'll take care of it for you.
All right. And so again, there's a lot of information in the mobile app, and then there's a tab that says shop, and then there's the 1909 club, not club.
Yeah, 1909 Society, which is also a scholarship, but it's a great opportunity. We just ordered, our plaques will be installed, catching us up to 2017, I believe. So there's time for 2018-19 grads to purchase a membership. There's just a one-time fee. It's $30. And you can also make a gift on behalf of a graduate too for that 1909 Society. So their name will be listed on a bronze plaque, and those funds will go to a scholarship that we'll award to, I believe, an upperclassman every year. Our Student Philanthropy Council helps us with managing that society. So 1909 was the year the college was funded, the university was funded, founded, not funded. So that's just a great way to, another gift option for people.
So then, and also, as you stated, it says as endowment grows, 1909 scholarships will be given to students who excel in academics and leadership. So another nudge, push, encouragement to become leaders and excellent students. Don't just go to college and go to class. Be a part of the whole environment.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to pause right there, take another quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap our discussion and bring our rugby boys back for any final words. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. Our Think Wealthy quote of the week comes from small business expert and author Melinda F. Emerson, also known as Small Biz Lady.
I have developed what I call the Emerson planning system to help people transition from having a job to starting a business. Step 1 is developing that life plan. Step 2 is developing your financial plan. You've got to figure out whether or not you can even afford to become an entrepreneur. Because if you have a $3,000 or $4,000 a month mortgage and 2 brand new cars in the driveway, you might need to keep your job.
Emerson, author of the best-selling business book Become Your Own Boss in 12 Months, makes a critical point. Trying to leave your job to start a business without engaging in some serious financial planning is a recipe for needless suffering, if not costly failure and disaster. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization focused on joy in our sisterhood, power in our voice, and service in our hearts. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
KLEK's Spring Fund Drive is March 18th through the 20th. Help us reach our goal of 100 new supporters donating at least $20 a month and 25 new business sponsors underwriting at least $150 a month by donating a thank you gift today. We will pass your gift on to listeners who donate during the fund drive. No donation is too small or too weird. If you have a unique gift or service you'd like to donate, find the form at our website, klekfm.org, and click on Fund Drive.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com.
Anointed Prolube, 1216 East Johnson Avenue, serves the Jonesboro community inspired by Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. They offer brake service, oil changes, tire plugs, basic tune-ups, wiper blade changes, bulb changes, and coolant system flushes. Open Monday, Thursday, and Friday 8 to 5, Tuesday and Wednesday 8 to 4, and Saturday 8 to 2. More information 870-520-5039.
Centennial Bank, member FDIC, is a customer-focused bank that provides a broad range of commercial and retail banking and related financial services to businesses, investors, individuals, and municipalities. Centennial Bank has 9 locations in Northeast Arkansas. 870-268-2300. www.my100bank.com. Edgy Studios, 209 Union Street in Jonesboro, offers photography for portraits, weddings, and engagements, senior portraits, family and maternity shoots, and all occasions. Edgy Studios focuses on photography that is unique and outside of the norm. Owner Andrew Daly is available at 870-243-0308 or www.ejjistudios.com.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I hope that everyone out there listening and watching has been taking notes and making plans to go out and support the Arkansas State Rugby team. They need your support, and they need your financial support as well. They put a lot of hard hours, and they put a lot of hours in the workout room. And they also go to class. They're very great young men, and so please go out and support them. They don't get the same kickbacks. This is not to, put down the football and basketball. However, they don't get the same kickbacks as those other sports do. So please go out and support them. They need your help. And I'm sure they would love to see the stands full of fans, Now, I want to ask, I didn't ask this before. Do you all have cheerleaders? Do the cheerleaders come out and support you all?
No, we don't have cheerleaders, but we've got a rowdy fan base. Like the people who do show up, they're loud, they're supportive, and that's important. Having a full stand, especially for home games, home field advantage is a real thing. If you have a loud crowd, it energizes you, it pumps you up, it makes you more excited to play.
Well, it's really fun at the games because you can take your dog out there too. People tailgate and they take their dogs out there. It's fun.
Okay. I want to ask this. I know your moms are not here, but do you have any kind of surrogate moms that come and support you at the games or take care of you while you're on campus?
No, not really. I think my mom was watching mom right now.
Hi, Mom.
You can always send her the video too later.
All right, so would you all like any surrogate moms, aunties, somebody just come and
families that'll take you in under the wing?
I think they met some great ladies at the Bubbles and Bingo event that were happy to
take them in.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and so again, their last home game is March 30th against Davenport. Where's Davenport, Louisiana?
Davenport's
Michigan. Okay.
What time's the game?
It'll probably be at 1 p.m.
1 p.m. And again, the field is around where the soccer.
Yeah, if you go you're trying to go to the soccer field or the track, if you just keep going straight down the road all the way to the end, you'll see the rugby posts.
Okay.
How are the games set up? Are they quarters or halves or how long?
2 40-minute halves of just nonstop.
Ooh.
Intense cardio.
It's the most fun spectator sport because it's unlike any other sport, with the exception of soccer. It's constant. There's 40 minutes, 10-minute break, 40 minutes of just running and hitting. And
it's very unpredictable.
Wow.
You can make a line break and then you're running 80 meters up the pitch, or you can get tackled immediately and then there's a ruck, or whatever like that.
With no TV timeout.
Yeah. There's no breather.
No commercials or anything.
Oh wow! Now, do you all? I know I don't play sports, but I see people when you try to make a certain play or you feel like you're doing your best and something goes left. How do you control your temper? How do you keep yourself centered and grounded? It's okay. I can't.
You internalize it and you take that frustration out on the next guy you hit.
Oh my goodness.
That's honest.
Okay. Have any of you ever been penalized?
Not for Arkansas.
Oh, not for Arkansas. Okay.
You had a reputation?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Okay. Well, we hope none of you get penalties and get kicked off and have to sit out. Or have you had to sit out due to academics or anything else that maybe happened away from the game?
I got my first ever yellow card in a game here, so I had to sit in the sin bin for 10 minutes.
What is that? Sin bin?
So if you create, if you do an infringement that the referee deems dangerous or something that he's warned you, so if he says you've done this twice, if you do it again, it's a card. And if you do it, you get yellow carded, and that means you're off the field for 10 minutes. So
hockey penalty box.
Yeah, so the other
sit
teams
and think about what you've done.
The other team's playing with an advantage. It's 15 on 14.
Okay, that's interesting.
All right, so that alone should help keep you level-headed and cool. All right, and then after your game against Davenport, do you have another game away?
No, Davenport's our last regular season game. A week break and then the playoffs start.
Okay, and then so these guys are getting ready for spring break. Well, everybody is getting ready for spring break. So tell us what your spring break plans are. Anybody?
I'm going back home to Fort Lauderdale, Florida with a few of my buddies. We're gonna go down there, have a good time, our coach reminded us to keep working out and keep running and stay in shape over break, but to have fun and enjoy the break as well.
Is there a beach in where you live? Are you close to the beach?
Oh yeah, I'm a 10-minute drive from Fort Lauderdale Beach.
So have you ever worked out on the beach, like running? I see people running on the beach. Is the resistance different running in the sand?
Yeah, it's a lot different. It's a lot more. It focuses on the stabilizing muscles, and it's a lot more intense. There's a few of the guys, myself included, actually went down to Florida over Christmas break and played in the Beach Fives tournament, which is 5-on-5 on the beach, and that was a lot of fun as well.
All right. So I hope you all enjoy your spring break. Don't rub the sun in our face, because we still probably get a lot of rain and some wind and whatever else here in Arkansas. But it was so great to meet you guys. Thank you for joining me this morning. And thank you, Miss Amanda and Tara. Look at you. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining us. And thank you, Miss Amanda, for the goodies. And Tara from A-State Alumni. We're going to put them up on our shelf here in just a moment. And can't thank you enough for the community for supporting KLEK 102.5 FM. We have our fund drive starting next week. And if you donate at certain levels, you get to pick the music for a segment for 30 minutes, a whole show, or for the whole day. So check out that information on our KLEK 102.5 FM Facebook page and website. Thank you for everyone out there for listening. Share this video. Support the rugby team. Become an A-State alumni. Get your license plate. Support the License to House Scholarship Fund and the 1909 Society. So, did I miss anything?
That's it. Great.
I will say our alumni event at Oaklawn is April the 6th. The deadline to buy your ticket is April the 3rd. You can go online to our website, astatealumni.org, and buy your ticket there.
All right, so get ready to go to the races, dress up and have fun, and meet other alumni from all across, not just Arkansas, all over the United States. All right, well, thank you all, and I hope you have a very happy and blessed Friday. And look, pin your wigs down if you're wearing a wig, or your skirt down, because we don't know what this weather going to do today. So everyone have a great day. Thank you for tuning in.